Hey, happy birthday, Taurus. How's it going? I was gonna clean the table, but I know that I said yesterday that I would do a reading, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna start with the signs and hopefully get through everybody this week. It is busy. Busy time. Queen of Wands. Ten of Swords. Oh, well, you know what? It's on this, and it needs to go like this to be upright. So either you just dealt with it, dealing with it now, you're looking for the strength. It just flipped over to the Nine of Swords. So yeah, just like what I was saying. Focusing on money, huh? Working hard, Three of Cups, not even collaborating with anyone. Three of Cups is on the, all right. Six of Pentacles. Justice. You don't think you're going to get justice for whatever is going on in your life. Anyway, that's sort of how I see it. With that section there. I'll put these right here so that I can resort back to them and see if anything comes out. Moon energy. I'm working behind the scenes and I'm doing my thing and I'm not telling anybody about it. Or I'm keeping it all to myself. Watching, evaluating, seeing what's occurring. And Major Arcana. It is the Moon. Hidden enemies, danger, slander, darkness, terror. Terror, really? Deceit, error, past. Also could mean mother. Seriously? Mother. I have to understand this moon energy more. It can mean so much, but it's the shadows, right? It's the things we can't see. Sort of like our mind goes a little nuts because we're not communicating. We're not saying what's on our mind. We're not, which is communicating, right? But digging in the shadows is a good thing. We call it shadow work, and that's where we find what digging in the dirt, find the places we got hurt. Who's that? Peter Gabriel? So that's where you find the places we got hurt. Conflict, disagreements, competition. Are you really in competition or are you just making up competition? Because if you're completely enlightened and vibing high, you understand that everything is out there for everyone. It's not, there isn't just, the universe didn't say, okay, there's 10 gold pieces and you're in a race and there's 20 people. No, it's about, I forgot to close the laundry door. Sorry if you guys can hear that. But it's about, it's not like that. It's not a race. Nobody's in competition. And if you actually did a little bit of the shadow work in that moon energy, you would understand that you were fed a bunch of Kool-Aid to think such things, but it's not true. But I mean, I come from an entrepreneur spirit. I've always felt like, I don't fit in the corporate world, and I'll be taken care of. I'll be blessed. But I understand where these people were coming from. Where they came from was abusive relationships, in feeling that it's competition. It's a feeling of defeat. And I'm like, this time I'm going to win at all costs. It doesn't matter who I have to step on, who I have to destroy. Because that's not how it works. How it works, I mean, in my opinion, because all this is opinion, is there's enough for everybody. We're in a very, very abundant world right now. And as long as you can shift your perspectives, vibe highest, you can find what's there for you. It's your birthright. It's your birthright. It's your birthright. I turn around and write it on the board, but I don't feel like it. It's your birthright. Why else would you be here? Anyway, bullies, theft. Really? Who's taking anything from you? Are they really? You've been hurt. And I can see that. I can feel that. Heavy, 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 heavy. All right. All right, Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. I thought it was the 21st, honestly. I thought it was the day that Taurus shifts. So with the Fool energy in reverse, holding back with indecision, hesitation, recklessness, fearlessness, bad choices, risk-taking. Well, I'm just going to go do whatever. All right. Sounds good. But here we are with the Seven of Cups. You have in the reverse. So you have a lot of, in the upright, it's lots of opportunities, wishful thinking. In the reverse, it's alignment. Your personal values are aligning. But you're overwhelmed by choices. And you're feeling stagnant about lack of purpose. I remember this. What am I doing here? And when I say I remember this, it's not like I got past it. It comes back in cycles. Like, what the hell am I doing? And quite terrifying. What is that? It's a terrifying place to be. That crystal was shining from the light source right into my eye. And it has like this little white, what looks like a dove. Are you seeing any doves? Anyway. But you want to be the Six of Pentacles. You want to be giving, receiving, sharing, wealth, generosity, charity, and sharing. That's a wonderful place to want to be. But a lot of readers call it also the breadcrumbing card. It's Taurus energy too. The breadcrumbing card because, if you're in it to win it, with the Five of Swords, to cause conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat. If you're going to win it, trying to win it, then it's not going to be. It's the breadcrumbing, because you're like, here, I'll give you a present, and then you sit there and you wait. Where's my present? It's like, wait, it's not even Christmas or your birthday. Well, it is your birthday. Wait a minute. But what I'm saying is, if you're giving and then sitting there and waiting for the received to come, when it doesn't come, you turn into this like monster. And that's why it's considered breadcrumbing, is because that's what it is. I'll just go buy her flowers, but I'm not really sorry. And then a week later be like, I wonder why you didn't appreciate what I did for you. It's like, well, did they do something for you back? That's how they're showing love. So then we go to the book, like the languages of love, right? Is there 5? 7? 5? I don't know. I'll have to find my book and reread it. It's a cheap book too. It's like this thin. The one that I have anyway. So there you are. Good. You're the Page of Pentacles. Earth energy. Earth energy. I love earth energy. Being fixed water. I also have earth in my chart. Capricorn. Multiple earth signs in my chart, and Page of Pentacles is a good place to start manifesting with financial opportunity, skill development, ambition, desire, and diligence. Diligence. You guys got the diligence. You bulls. Bulls in a china shop. Bulls in a china shop. Bulls in a china shop. Let's think about that for a second. So the bull has no idea he's doing anything wrong. He's focused on what he's doing, and he's in a china shop. Everybody's like, oh my God, that's like a bull in a china shop. Well, guess what? That's Taurus. It's great energy. Nothing's going to stop me. Unfortunately, a whole bunch of plates get broken. And once a plate gets broken, you can't pick it back up, glue it together, and say, here, is everything okay? Because you can't. And so why not go back to the financial opportunity, the skill development, and the ambition, and the desire, and the diligence, and understand that there's enough for everyone. This is not a competition. Give without even thinking about receiving. Just give knowing that you like it. You said it right here. Alignment, personal values, giving and receiving, sharing wealth. Do you want to give and receive, share wealth? Where you brought up that giving, you have to give to get what you want? Because that's a horrible cycle. I'm going to open the door for that old lady at the door, and I'm going to know that the world is going to be better to me today. And you're like literally expecting it. Well, guess what? It's probably not going to work. I had a flipper. Lack of inner joy. The Nine of Cups. He sits there like this. With all his cups. All 9 of them. And this one's in reverse. Because 9 of Cups in the upright is your wishes come true. You should make a wish and it'll come true. This one is in reverse. Which means I don't have any inner joy. I don't have any. It's smugness. It says right there. Dissatisfaction. Indulgence. Materialism. Looking for inner happiness. If you're connected to inner happiness being conflict, competition, and you think that buying can't buy me love. Thank you. I just heard it. The Beatles, right? Can't buy me love. You can't buy me love. You got to come in authentic, be yourself, and that's where it comes from. It comes from in here. Meaning that you don't even need it. You don't even want it. It just happens. Because it's happening for yourself. If that makes any sense. These are doing so well. I'll do one more here. But I have so many great... Whoa. Yep, you set up your boundaries because of a Queen of Swords. Sorry, my nose was running for some reason. I don't know. All right, so somebody... Off with your head. Like... Somebody protecting themselves probably said, off with your head with the Queen of Swords at some point. It's an unbiased judgment. So the Queen of Swords sits there with her sword. Because, yeah, she's been hurt too. And she looks for the flags, the red flags, right? Everybody's talking about the red flags. Yeah, red flags show you into somebody's soul just as much as the green flags. We're all way too judgmental. Oh, we're also way too judgmental. Me included. I mean... I've seen the red flags. I'm off with the head. Because moving forward, sometimes you're the only one that can fit through that door. And you don't want to take, the dead weight. We're not going to be here forever. There's a time crunch here. We're all getting older. No matter how young you are. Or old you are. Nobody's getting any younger. And so... someone set their boundaries with direct communication. They were clear-minded. They had their perspective. They were standing there and they said, don't do this. And it happened. And this is just sometime in the lifetime. Awfully rad. But if you actually look at the card, she's sitting there with her hand open. Tell me your side of the story. And if you don't, she's just going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to make up my own. And what I think is happening is bip, bip, bip. See ya. And that's what happens. And so you're in your inner resources. With struggle, you're overwhelmed. You're on edge. Because you want to get it right. I just heard the heart say that. That's where that came from. Because I want to get it right. But you're overwhelmed, defensive, paranoid almost. Paranoid this is going to happen again. I just have to say, if you walk around barefoot amongst stones and you say, I don't want to stub my toe, I don't want to stub my toe, I don't want to stub my toe, what are you doing? You're getting ready to stub your toe. I'm just saying. Because you're going to be concentrating so much on not stubbing your toe, which if anybody really stubbed their toe, like a lot. I'm like always barefoot. But if you stub your toe, you kind of deserve it, because weren't you taking like 80% of the capacity of your brain to tell yourself not to do something? I never heard anybody say, I knew that was going to happen. Like, why didn't you say anything? We wonder if it's like foresight or if it's just like we make it happen, manifest it, kind of. Inner resources, struggle, overwhelmed, on edge, defensive, paranoia, exhaustion. It's completely exhausting. And the card I'm reading here is the Nine of Wands. It was in reverse. He builds a barrier. You know, it kind of reminds me of bamboo. There's a lot of bamboo. You've seen the houses that have bamboo. If you were to just take bamboo and shove it in the ground every 5 inches or so and build a barrier, it's not really a barrier. So you want people to come in, but you're like, he's standing there with the head all wrapped up. He's been through battle. You've been through battle. It's somewhere in between optimism and suffering. I don't want this to happen again. I don't want it to hurt again. I get it. I don't want it to hurt again. Nobody does. Which gives you lack of motivation, honestly. That's what happens. These guys are slippery and shiny. Well, there he is again. There he is, very beautifully. Building his boundaries after battle. This is twice. There's a Queen of Wands in the upright. I mean, the Queen of, Wands in the upright in your dice. And then the King of Wands in reverse. I was looking for the 9. I don't see it. I see the 7 of Wands in the dice. Because that would have been 3 times. All you want is the sun. All you want is the happily ever after. Why can't I have the happily ever after? Because if you're paranoid all the time, defending yourself, and you think, where's that one? Here, let's get it come out. With the 5 of Swords. If you're paranoid all the time and you think that is more Wands, the 7 of Wands, building the barrier and then having the stick to protect yourself, setting up boundaries. As you can see, like, it's not going to keep anybody out. That is not like a brick wall. So thank God you haven't built a brick wall yet. In my journey, I built a steel wall. I think I still have one, a little bit of one. Still willing to try. That's good energy. I'll leave that one out. Still willing to try. But what I was saying with the Five of Wands is that Ten of Swords and the Four of Cups in reverse. Ten of Wands, like, he's not dead after all 10 of those swords in him. And how do we know that? He's got something in his hand. He's like, I still have hope. He's gripping. And so it's not a dead hand. It's not limp. It's a gripped hand. The sun is coming up in the background. You can't see it because these are the gold cards and they only have the one color. Boy, we've been through it. But, you know, the waning moon, waning, waxing, which one's the crescent? Has Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter? I think Saturn too, but Venus is back. I mean, astrologically, it's a pleasant forecast. The weather's going to be fine. And if you want to try, it's a great time to try. So I'm going to read you the Four Cups in reversed. Because the Four of Cups in the, you know, upright, the Four of Cups suit refers to a restless time where a person may become dissatisfied with life. Been there. Was there yesterday, I think. No. 4 or 5 days ago. And emotionally uncomfortable, feeling stagnated, longing for change. The heart ponders its options, as it should. And yours was in reverse. So the Four Cups in this position wants you to take a clear look at how stalled and distracted you have become. You may have been bogged down by negativity, hopelessness, or a sense of limitation. Limitations. Thinking there's a limit on your success. There isn't. I mean, we're in America. They'll just print more. Like, it's not even attached to gold anymore. That's a long story, but everybody knows where I'm going. Like, eat all you want. They'll make more. Who's that? Doritos or something? And no, Doritos is not paying me. That would be nice. Anyway, hopelessness, sense of limitation. It is not to your advantage, however, to see the world through such narrow lens. Cut through some of the forces that undermine you. Undermine. That was my video yesterday. Understand, don't undermine. Cut through the forces that do undermine you and make sure that they are undermining you and they're just not holding their own boundaries. Cut through some of the forces that undermine you, causing you to feel incapable. Sometimes you have to define what you are for by defining what you are against. What do I not like? Sometimes it's easy to say, what do I not like? What I don't want is ABC. Because sometimes it's hard to just decide what you do want. Cut through some of the forces that undermine you. Decide that you are not as heavy as the cup of earth, not placid as a cup of water, not turbulent as a cup of air. Rather, now may be the time to be as aroused as a cup of fire. This arousal may constitute liberation from the circumstances that may have brought you here. Now, remember, this one was in reverse. But look, it's saying it again. Out of nowhere, here comes this other cup. And here you are looking at the 3 cups. Looking at the 3 cups and thinking maybe there's 5 people that are going to have to drink from that cup. When the universe is trying to tell you, nope, I'll give you another cup. Just make yourself right. Concentrate on yourself. Do yourself. Do yourself. Take that as you want. But you do you. The universe is going to come back and be like, here you go. Why? Because it's your birthright. Because you were born here to do something. And it isn't this. It isn't to steal the swords from everybody else and laugh and think that it's funny. I want all the swords. So, I mean, he's standing by himself. There's people behind him just crying, like, yay, you got all the swords, now what? And the reason why that happens is because abusive relationships, you feel like somebody really stole stuff from you. And they probably did. They probably did. It happens all the time. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. It's a horrible cycle, but if you don't stop it, then what? Here you go. Here's your advice. New beginnings, new relationships, new romance, new happiness, joy, conception, fertility. Be careful. Pregnancy, celebration, socializing, a surge of new feelings. Very good. Partnership, unity, and love. This is about new beginnings. And this is about partnership, unity, and love. If you have any question, if you had any question in your mind, both of them are yes cards. As you can see, it says yes, yes. Is it in reverse? I think it's in reverse on YouTube now or whatever. And they're both, who's that? Cancer. They're both Cancer cards. This one's a Scorpio with the Ace of Cups. Is it Cancer? Pisces. That's a Pisces. Pisces and Scorpio. Yep. Partnership, unity, love, compatibility, happy couples, potential soulmates, relationships, harmony, balance, equality, because there's enough for everybody. Attraction, connection, proposals, engagements, marriage, mutual respect. Why? Hopefully because you realize that you don't have to keep your swords up. It keeps stealing and taking. See, he's not stealing. Yeah, it says theft on the card, but to me, I don't see it as stealing. I'm going to take away everything you got so you can't hurt me anymore. Could be stealing. It depends how far all of this has went, but one more. Let's do one more card. Who are we going to do? The telepathy oracle would not even talk yesterday at all. They're brand new. And I don't think they want to play yet. Emotion. Look into the depths of your emotion. Now, how hard is that when you've been hardened and scarred? Because of the knives, the swords, like a scar. It just gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And it's even harder to penetrate, right? A real live human scar, or doesn't have to be on a human, anything that scars. Trees. I'm saying trees because of all the trees. Look into the depths of your emotions. It's going to be hard because you got all these scars from the 10 of swords that went through, and you're like walking around like a turtle with a shell, and you don't want to feel, and you haven't wanted to feel, but you're feeling enough that you want to move forward. So that's great. Universe. The universe is guiding you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course. That's a beautiful card. There is a lot in that card. I don't know if you can see. I'm looking at that tree. I don't know what you see. Kind of saw a horse. I kind of saw, I don't know, I see a lot. But anyway, it's been 30 minutes and I think we're good. So last thing says embrace. Embrace what fate has in store for you. What fate. Not what, your beautiful Taurus bull in a china shop energy can make happen. Embrace what fate has in store for you. Just stay quiet. And see. See what happens. The butterfly, the unicorn, the unicorn, the unicorn. I just grabbed 3 unicorns. So if you don't believe in magic, it believes in you, apparently. The butterfly is transformation. Obviously, we all know he goes in the cocoon, and then that cocoon basically liquefies, and it can't feel good. It can't feel good to liquefy. I mean, it can't. Hopefully, they have some kind of non-feeling system. But then they come out. And that's transformation. It doesn't feel good, but hopefully, you choose it. Especially the full moon in Taurus is coming up. Wow. 27. Did we already? Yeah, that was yesterday. Right? So, I mean, ride the wave. Ride your wave. Take it. This time it's going to be great. Yeah.